What if I tell you there are 35 topics in physics, which if you cover, you will get 150 plus in your physics in NEET 2025, that's for sure. You know what toppers do, guys? Let me just tell you. When it comes to the toppers, when it comes to those students who enter the medical college, who are the rank holders, they first focus on these topics which are having the extremely high weightage, which has the maximum probability that the question can be asked from these particular topics, and then they focus on the rest of the topics. Okay, so first you focus on these topics so that you can get the safe score, and then you can move on to the other topics, because at the starting, in the starting, we say the aspirants have the high energy in studying the NEET in their preparation. So that's why the first you guys are supposed to follow, we say these 35 topics. And my dear friends, I will tell you the chapters as well as the topics, okay? And most importantly, when it comes to the analysis also, like how many number of questions have been asked in 2021 from these particular chapters or topics, how many number of questions in 2022, how many number of questions in 2023, okay, how many number of questions in 2024. So my dear friends, we say all of the analysis have been done exactly over here. That I'll be telling you in this particular video. Now listen to me very carefully. When it comes to the units and dimensions, this is considered to be among the high weightage chapters. Every single year we see 4 to 5 questions from this particular. It's a very small chapter. You can finish this in one day. Every single year we see a lot of questions asked from this one. So see, three, and this year also in 2024 we saw 3 questions from the units and dimensions. So my dear friends, you can expect that 3 to 4 questions can be asked from this particular topic, from this particular chapter in your NEET examination. So you have to keep your eye on this chapter. Then it comes the kinematics. When it comes to the kinematics, we say extremely easy, and you have been studying this particular topic, this particular chapter since your 9th class. Okay, what is here? Nothing. You have got, we say, the equations of motion. You have got the questions on average velocity and the graphs. That's it we have got in the kinematics. Okay, and then we move on to the laws of motion. We say this is also important. From the 11th portion, 1 or 2 questions you can expect from the laws of motion. And then we have the gravitation from 11th portion. You can expect 2 questions from this particular chapter also. That is gravitation. Next, one of the high weightage chapters, I say call these as extremely high weightage chapters. Electrostatics, current, electricity, magnetic effects of current. Electrostatics, we say 4 to 5 questions. See, in 2021, 6 questions were asked from this. In 2022, 4 questions. In 2025, in 2023, 5 questions. And in the recent NEET 2020, re-NEET 2024, we saw 4 questions were from this particular chapter. In current electricity, you can expect 5 questions from this particular chapter also. That's the reason in our Phoenix batch, we started with these chapters only. Magnetic effects of current. Do you guys know? See, this is also important. 3 to 4 questions you can expect over here. In the re-NEET 2024, do you guys know that in the magnetism and matter part, they have asked 4 questions? 4 questions came from magnetism and matter part only. Next we have alternating current plus EMI. So both of these in re-NEET also, they ask the question from this particular chapter. We say this have got, you can expect 2 questions from over here also. Ray optics, extremely high weightage. People feel that ray optics is difficult, but let me just tell you, you have to make a formula sheet separately in this particular topic, in this particular chapter. Everything will be easy and sorted. So we say 4 questions you can expect over here also. And then we say dual nature of matter and radiations, atoms and nuclei and semiconductors. We say this is what we call the modern physics. In your modern physics, you can expect 9 to 12 questions. In your modern physics portion, you can expect 9 to 12 questions. Sir, in how much time we can finish the entire modern physics? When it comes to the modern physics, it will take you only 3 to 4 days. The complete modern physics, these are not the bigger chapters, because half of the nuclei has already been removed. Radioactivity and all is removed. Okay. So we say, and here transistor also is removed in this semiconductor. So we say these aren't bigger chapters. You can do these chapters easily. Okay. Now guys, let's talk about topic wise. We have got units and dimensions. When it comes to the units and dimensions, the first thing is a dimensional analysis. Okay. Dimensions of this, dimensions of that you can do easily. If you remember the formula, you can find the dimensions of any formula, any quantity out there. Then we say errors and significant figures. Very easy. There are 4 to 5 rules in the significant figures and errors. Okay, you have got the percentage error, relative error and all that you have to study over here. Then we have got the measuring instruments here, vernier caliber and script gauge. So very small topics, very small topics. You can expect 4 questions from this by studying these few topics. Next, kinematics. Sir, equations of motion are important. Okay, v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus half of at square, v square minus u square is equal to as. So all those equations are important. Okay, or we say v is equal to dv ds by dt, a is equal to dv by dt. Those equations are also important over here. Motion under gravity part in this, and graph like position time graph, velocity time graph, and you have acceleration time graph in kinematics. Laws of motion, you have got the free body diagram, you have got the pseudo force, that's it. And the 3 laws of motion, and nothing you have to study from this one. You can get the, you would be able to solve all the questions. We say in gravitation, escape velocity is important. Okay, the questions on escape velocity, gravitational potential energy, okay, and potential energy because of the sphere, potential because of the sphere, potential because of solid sphere, hollow sphere, and their graphs is important, and Kepler's laws and satellites. And then we have got the electrostatics. You have got the Coulomb's law, force field, okay, and we say electric potential and potential energy. All the questions which are in the electric potential and potential energy, you have to solve that. Like work done is equal to change in potential energy. That formula is important because many at times they have been asking the questions from that particular formula. And then we have got the dipole and Gauss law. So Gauss law is important over here. Maybe they'll ask you to find the flux through any closed surface using the Gauss law. So that's why we say Gauss law is also important over here. Current electricity. We say conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter, conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. Important. And meter bridge also you can add over here. And one more important thing, resistance and drift velocity. Whatever the questions you have regarding the resistance and drift velocity, you can expect those. And then we have the common potential and the circuits. Okay, different types of circuits. You have to find the potential across different resistors that you can expect over here. Magnetic effects of current. See, here you have got the magnetic force, like you have got the magnetic force on a current carrying wire, magnetic force on a charge placed in an external magnetic field. That is, both are also important. Okay, and then we have field due to the arc, loop and wire. Magnetic field because of the arc, magnetic field because of loop, magnetic field because of wire, important extremely. Solenoid and toroid, you can expect the questions over here. Alternating current, you have got the LCR series, okay, LCR circuits, and you have the phasor diagram of LCR. And then transformer is extremely important over here. Just V input, V output you have to find over here, and the power output in case of the transformer. We say ray optics, lens combination and cutting of that lenses, okay, that will come also in this one. And microscope and telescope, and we say resolution of instruments, and this is basically important in the ray optics. And when it comes to the modern physics, my dear friends, Bohr's model, like in Bohr's model, if an electron is revolving around the orbit, what is the velocity of an electron in the nth orbit? Radius of an electron in nth orbit, kinetic energy, potential energy, total energy, all comes under the Bohr's model, and you have to do that. And de Broglie wavelength for different particles, for an electron, for a particle with having kinetic energy E. Okay, for a particle accelerated under potential difference delta V. So all those equations you can basically find over here. All those questions you have to solve. And then Einstein's photoelectric effect, binding energy and mass defect is important from nuclei portion. Okay. Graph between the mass number and stability. Okay, this one, Q value of the reaction. In semiconductors, you have got the PN junction diode and logic gates, which are extremely important that you guys need to keep in your mind. So all of these topics, guys, I am not telling you to leave any of the topics out there in physics, but if you start preparation, I suggest you to basically highly focus on these topics, because these topics will definitely give you, we say 150 plus in your physics. That is the guarantee for sure. Now, my dear friends, is there any batch? Is there any batch which will basically, is there any batch which will help us to focus on these particular topics for the in the starting? We say there is Phoenix Pro batch. This is live now. I took its first class today only. Wasim sir will be taking from tomorrow onwards. So my dear friends, enroll in this particular batch. Every single topic that I mentioned over here will be taught in detail, along with the multiple problems, so that you would be able to solve every single thing. So right now it is just for 5,999 rupees. The link is in the description below. Click onto the link and buy it as soon as possible. And not just this batch, but if you take the subscription, right, you can take the plus subscription at this particular cost. And these are the features that you will get. And plus subscription means you'll be having the access to all the batches out there, not just one batch. And most importantly, my dear friends, study material, test series, everything is included. And one more thing, we have got Unacademy Pro. Like you have Plus, Iconic and Pro. Sir, what is the difference between Plus, Iconic and Pro? Lot of students want to learn online. They want to learn online in the online batch. But they want to give the test series offline. They want to clear the doubts offline. They want to go for the revision classes in the offline. That is only possible if you take this Pro subscription. Okay, offline doubt solving, offline test series, offline revision classes, live mentorship sessions, physical notes, all of these are present in the Pro subscription. So you choose accordingly which subscription do you need. The link is in the description below. Click onto that link and see you guys in the batch itself. Take care and bye-bye. Thank you so much.